Good morning, fourth grade math students. It's me, Miss Hughes, coming to you from my dining room to teach you today's math lesson. I know, I am very excited to be teaching, but this is going to be a little different. No smartboard, no document camera. We're going to go old school paper pencil, okay? So while I'm getting ready, I want you guys to get out your math journal. If you have your math journal, and turn to your next clean page. Or if you just have a scrap sheet of paper and a pencil, that's fine too. But we're going to be working some problems out together today. So you're going to need that, paper and pencil. Okay, so go ahead and grab that while I'm getting ready. All right, this week we're going to be working on a concept that is known as determining the measurement of unknown angles. Some people call this angle measurements as an additive measure. So basically what it is using background knowledge, stuff you already know, things I've already taught you about angles and their measurements, and applying that to figure out or determine the measurement of an unknown angle. So let's start reviewing. Before we get started, I want you to think about this angle right here, a straight angle. Based on what I taught you in the last couple weeks, you all should know that a straight angle measures what? That's right. A straight angle measures 180 degrees. So that's the background knowledge that you're going to need in order to apply some of the concepts that solve some of the problems that we're doing this week. Okay, so straight angle measures 180 degrees. So if I take that straight angle and I separate it into two different angles, now we see three types of angles. We still have our straight angle, right, which is one of them, 180 degrees. We have an angle here. What type of angle is this? That's right. This is an acute angle. By definition, an acute angle measures anywhere between 0 and 89 degrees, right? Less than 90 degrees. So this angle is acute. Very good. So this angle is acute. What kind of angle is this? This angle right here. What kind of angle is this? That's right, it's obtuse. And by definition, what is the definition of an obtuse angle? An angle that measures greater than 90 degrees, but no more than 180, right? So between 90 and 180 degrees, okay, is what an obtuse angle is. So we've taken our straight angle and we've divided it into an acute angle and an obtuse angle, okay? So now, what we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be looking at determining the measurement of unknown angles, okay? So as you can see here, this is the same angle I just showed you in the previous paper. We have the measurement of our obtuse angle, which is 125 degrees. But we don't know what the measurement is of our acute angle, and that's what we have to solve, okay? So we're going to use addition and subtraction to solve these problems this week, but we're always going to start with an equation. So in this particular problem, we're solving for B. Remember, letters in math are called what? That's right, variables. Letters in math are called variables. So we're solving for the unknown B. We don't know what the measurement of angle B is, and we've got to figure that out. So our equation is going to start with B equals, well, what do we already know? We already know that this is a straight angle. And how much does a straight angle measure? That's right, 180 degrees, right? So that's the total measurement. But we have this measurement right here. So if we take the total measurement and we subtract this part out, because we already know that, we're going to figure out how much is left over, aren't we? Okay, so that's our equation. B equals 180 degrees, subtract 125 degrees. So I'm going to show my work. You do this work on your math sheet, on your scrap paper or in your journal right now. So we're going to do 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. I'll give you a minute to finish. All right, so you can see here in my workbox, I did 180 degrees, subtract 125 degrees, and my answer is 55 degrees. So B equals 55 degrees. Well, how would I check this? How would I check? Is that a reasonable answer? Well, first, before I check it, is that a reasonable answer? Remember, we've talked about reasonableness and are our answers reasonable? Is this a reasonable answer for the measurement of angle B? Yes, it is. It's reasonable because 55 is less than 90 degrees, isn't it? Isn't that what an acute angle is? Yes. So that makes our answer reasonable. Okay. I can check this by adding my two angles together, 125 plus 55, to see if I get my straight angle of 180. So I can add that. I'm going to add that in a different color just so I can check my work. You can check your work too while you're waiting for me. So there you have it. 125 degrees plus 55 degrees equals my straight angle of 180 degrees. So now I know my work is correct. All right, but what if we had a different type of angle, like a right angle? Okay, what's the definition of a right angle? What does it measure? That's right, it measures 90 degrees. Okay, so that's our prior knowledge. That's what we already know to be true. I taught you that already. Okay, so what if we take our right angle and we separate it into two angles? Well, what type of angles do you see now? What angle is here? It's acute. Very good. And then what type of angle is this? It is acute as well. So both of our angle measurements should be what? Less than 90 degrees. Very good. That would make our answer reasonable. So in our work, you can see we have the measurement of angle LMO is 59 degrees, but we have to solve for R. I've already started my equation here. R equals, well, this time, what's my total amount? My total amount is 90 degrees because I started with a right angle, right? So R equals 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees, subtract 59. I gotta take that part out because I already know what it is to figure out how much is left over, okay? So 90 degrees, subtract 59 degrees. All right, so write your equation. R equals 90 degrees, subtract 59 degrees, and then show your work. 90 degrees minus 59 degrees. Okay, my answer is 31 degrees. Okay, is my answer reasonable? Yes, because it's an acute angle, and this angle is even smaller. You can see with your eyes it's smaller than this angle is, so my measurement should be less than 59. But I can check that, can't I? Yes, I can check it by adding 59 degrees plus 31 degrees, and what should my answer be? That's right, it should be 90 degrees, my right angle. Very good, so I can check this by adding 59 degrees plus 31 degrees. And look, my answer is 90 degrees. So I did it right. All right, you know, I always like to leave you with a challenge problem, so here's a little bit of a challenge one, okay? So here we have a straight angle, and it's now been divided into 3 angles. Well, what do you know about all 3 of these angles? All 3 of them are what type of angles? That's right, they're all acute angles because the answer is right there for you. All right, so they're all acute angles, so their measurement should all be less than 90 degrees. But all together, all 3 of them together should be 180 degrees, right? We need to solve for Z, okay? So we need to figure out what Z equals. So I'm going to start my equation with Z equals, and I know that my total is a straight angle. So that's 180 degrees, isn't it? And I'm going to subtract 76 and 76. Ooh, how am I going to do that? Subtract 76 and 76. Well, What if I added 76 plus 76 together first and then subtracted that number from 180? But how would I write that in an equation? I think I got to think back to my orders of operations. Remember that? Remember order of operations that I taught you? Okay. So 76 plus 76. But I want to do that first, right? I want to add 76 plus 76 first. So I'm going to put it in parentheses. Remember order of operations, you have to do what's in the parentheses first. So this is how you would write that equation. See how all that prior knowledge is coming back to you? It's not just types of angles, but it's also order of operations when you're writing your equations. So Z equals 180 degrees, which is the total amount of my straight angle, subtract 76 plus 76. So I'm going to do my work over here in my box. You do your work on your sheet, okay? Write your equation down. Z equals 180 degrees, subtract parentheses 76 degrees plus 76 degrees in parentheses. Okay, so 76 plus 76 is what I have to do first. Okay, did you do that? I got 152 degrees. See that? Now I have to take 152 degrees and subtract it from 180. Subtract. And I got 28 degrees. So Z equals 28 degrees. Did you guys get that? Z equals 28 degrees. So how could I check this? How could I check to see if I have done my math the right way? How could I check it? That's right, I could add all three of these angles up now that I know all three of them, and they should equal 180 degrees. So 76 plus 28 plus 76. So I'm going to do that. 76 plus 28 plus 76. You ready? Let me give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 more minute. Or maybe just a few seconds. Okay? All right. So I checked my work and I was able to come back to 180 degrees, which is the measure of my straight angle. Go ahead and review. Look at your work. Look at my work. See if it matches. So, today you learned how to determine the measure of unknown angles based on what you already know about straight angles and right angles. And that's what we're going to focus on in our work today. You have 5 problems to do. I want you to complete them in your math journal on your scrap sheet of paper. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to post the answers for you so you can check your work. Okay? If you need me, send me an email, have your mom text or call. It doesn't matter. Let me know if you have any questions. All right? Okay, guys. Bye.